Welcome back. Welcome to day 3. I hope you had a chance to listen to day 2. It went a little longer than I wanted. I'm trying to keep these videos down to 5 minutes. That one went a bit longer. This one, I promise, will be at the 5-minute or less mark. Today we are talking about peppermint. Peppermint is another oil that does come in that premium starter kit. It looked like this. And that's the 10-pack of oils out of 12. We'll get to the other 2 soon. But anyway, peppermint is one of the oils that comes in it, and it is a fantastic oil. If you met me at the vendor booth, you smelled peppermint because I was diffusing it. I love diffusing peppermint because it's just so refreshing. It's so energetic. It's a smell that everybody likes. Remember yesterday I talked about our labeling? This is another one that comes in the dual label. It can come in the solid one or the one rated for ingestion. The one, we call it, I call it the split label. The one for internal use. We also call these vitality oils, by the way, but you might be getting a little confused. However, I'm going to refer to this as Peppermint Vitality because that is its name as opposed to regular peppermint. Same oil, remember? Peppermint Vitality does come in the starter kit. So let's talk about some internal uses for this one. I like to use this in cooking a lot. It is super, super concentrated though. Super. I mean, if you were going to put this in water or hot chocolate or even coffee, a whole drop would probably ruin your drink. So you would want to take a toothpick and sort of swirl it around the outside edge and then swirl it in your beverage. But it's wonderful that way, and it's very refreshing. I like to make peppermint brownies with these things, with this I should say. And I take a 9x13 pan and I put 3 drops. Only 3 drops to my recipe. Some people really, really like to make things super minty and they'll add a few more. The trick is when you're using oils in any type of food, start small, especially our oils, and then go up. Also, please note, do not do this unless you have an essential oil that is labeled for ingestion. That is very important, you guys. Some of you might have peppermint extract. That is a very, very watered down version of an essential oil. How's peppermint made? Peppermint and lavender, like yesterday, they are steam distilled. The way things are distilled can vary from company to company, and Young Living takes great care to use a cool steam distillation method. That means that the extract that's going to come out of here is safe to ingest. If you distill this at too high of a temperature, you could end up with a product that hurts you. Most companies wouldn't bother with that with peppermint because they know most people want to eat their peppermint essential oil. However, one of the things that they're famous for is really, really watering it down. Like I said to you earlier, this is an incredibly potent oil, and it's so strong compared to some of the other peppermints you're going to smell out there or even taste. The way they can make it weaker and weaker is to stretch it with water or other products, or they'll take their batch of peppermint leaves and they'll steam distill it once, and then twice, and then 3 and 4, 5, 6. They just keep distilling the same batch of product. And by the time they get to the 10th or 15th batch, they have a very, very weak product. That's commonly done. And often they'll just mix them all together. That's called I can't think of the name. If I think of it before I'm done with this video, that's called a complete distillation. I'm sorry. But we use only first distillations. So just a little science behind that there, but your first distillation is peppermint oil is what's in this bottle. It's also what's in Breathe, that one of the rollerball blends you got, and Energy. It's because it's so good for these 2 things. Peppermint is very invigorating. You can just put a little drop in your hand and kind of swirl it around and breathe it in. It will immediately open up your senses and your respiratory system, which is why it's in Breathe. It's an excellent decongestant. You can apply it, you can diffuse it. It's fabulous. It's so strong that when you apply it, some people like to add a little bit of coconut oil in there to calm it down. Peppermint oil is also very cooling. So ladies, If you're hot flashing at all, a little drop of this on the back of the neck will stop your hot flash on a dime. I've seen it work. But also, if you're someone who likes to exercise in the gym, this can really help just cool everything off. Or if you're a gardener, or if you're just outside and it's too hot, a little peppermint oil will cool you off. You can actually make a little body spray out of this. I'll tell you how to do that after you get your kit. Fabulous for that. Peppermint is very well known for headaches. People have, this is just a famous remedy for it, but you can put a little on your temples. You can put a little like I do, which is right in the crown of my head. Our hair is like a wick, and the oils will just sink right in to us through the hair, and it'll do that on pets as well. So those are just a few of the many uses for peppermint, and believe me, there are a bazillion of them. When you get into oils, you get to learn even more about all that. So that's it for peppermint, and tomorrow we will talk about another oil. Thank you.